So first things first, not all mechanical watches are wound the same way. You have got manual wind movements and automatic or self-winding. Here you can see a beautiful vintage Omega pocket watch. In fact, it's a West pocket watch because it's very, very thin and small. It's only 43 millimeters in diameters. And this is a manual watch. So you need to turn the crown to wound this watch. And you can also see, I have opened it, and you can see on the back here that there is no moving parts when it stops, and there is no moving parts that can generate any energy, as you can see in the automatic version of the watch. Here you have one of our Amoros collection watches. Here you can see the rotor. So this rotor is spinning or rotating when you move your wrist, and that's how this watch creates energy to power the watch. So knowing which one you have is key, of course, but nearly every automatic watch made today can also be hand wound. So if you look at this watch, this is the Amoros Casablanca, a beautiful dressy watch with a stainless steel case, extra hardened, sapphire glass, a Swiss Celita movement, automatic movement, of course. It has a date window at 3 o'clock. It's gold plated. It's a beautiful watch. And this is a modern automatic watch. So if I turn the crown, this little knob on the side here, if I turn the crown, you will see that the watch will start working, or the second hand will start moving. See that? So this is a hybrid watch. All modern automatic watches can be either automatic wound via your wrist movement or via you turning the crown. So that's the difference between them. Okay? So now, there is still some pure manual watches out there for the traditionalist, and a few vintage automatics can in fact be manually wound. But the chances are, if you are wearing a modern mechanical watch, it will be this kind of hybrid where you can both manually wound it, and also you have the small rotor inside the watch that powers it. So let's start with the manual winded watches, you know, the purest form of horology. If you own a manual wind watch, this is as traditional as it gets. Beautiful mechanical movements. And you can think of it like a vintage car, you know, it needs a little love every day so to stay running. Most manual watches have a power reserve of around 40 hours. Sorry. And that's like the watch's gas tank. Run it dry and the watch will stop. It's as simple as that, you know. So here you have a simple step-by-step demonstration of how you wound your mechanical watch. And the pro tip here, please don't wound your watch when you wear it. Not on your wrist, not in the watch box. Remove the watch from whatever it sits on or is mounted on, and you know, you will be more protective of the stem. The stem is the pin that connects the knob, the crown, with the movement inside. So you can see it a little bit here between the two metal parts. Here you can see the stem. So if you wound your watch by wearing it, when you wear it, you can put some pressure on that, and you don't want that. So just remove it before you wound it. So then you, of course, you found the crown, and then you gently turn it clockwise, usually 20 to 40 turns. And if you look at this beautiful Omega watch, it has stopped now, and then I start turning the crown, and Look at that beautiful motion. Isn't that beautiful? And imagine that this is all mechanical, no battery powered things. Everything is mechanical powered. It is amazing. And there you can see how beautiful it is. Look at that. I don't know if you can see how the moves. Yeah. Now, isn't that a beautiful sight? When you have turned it 20, 40 times, you will feel the resistance in the crown, because the spring is turning and it's coiling up. So when it gets tighter, stop. Stop when you feel it getting a little bit tighter. Then you have it full wind, and you don't want to overwind it. You can overwind a mechanical watch. But in these modern automatic watches that is self-winding, you have a solution to hinder that, to take care of that. So you can't overwound an modern automatic watch. Oh, okay. That's a beautiful. I will turn that so you can see the beautiful movements inside there. Okay, let's go to the automatic watches and the self-winding. So now, if you have got an automatic watch, it's a bit different. These watches wind themselves thanks to the rotor. As I showed you before, the rotor is this small, half circle weight. It's basically a weight that turns with your wrist's motion. But here's the thing, though. They still need a little help sometimes, If you run the tank empty, so if you don't wear it in a daily fashion, or it's been sitting in your watch box for a while, it will need a manual boost. Sometimes you need to unscrew the crown. So if you have what is called a screw down crown, you need to unscrew the crown and then pull it out to position 1. Or as you saw in my case, I can just turn the crown clockwise and the watch starts to work. Wind it 20, 40 times. You will feel the smooth resistance. Then that's enough. And as I said before, unlike manual watches, automatic has a so-called clutch. So you can't overwind them. Okay? Then you just push the crown in and screw it back. So whether you are wearing a classic manual watch or a modern automatic watch with a rotor, keep your watch wound is crucial for accuracy and the durability of your watch. And at least for me, there is something satisfying about giving your timepiece a personal touch, so to speak. If you found this helpful, please click the like button, subscribe for more horology deep dives, and drop a comment below. What's your daily wear? A manual, automatic, or maybe a solar powered one? I don't know. Let's chat. And until next time, keep your gears turning and your time sharp, guys. Catch you in the next video. Have a good day.